Akashinti in the jungles of the reservation. Yes, it is jungle-like environments today because it was raining all day today. And it's still raining a little bit today right now, actually. But I like it, you know? Funny enough, as I think I've talked about in a previous video, whenever it rains, the animals seem to come alive in ways that when it's not raining, they're not. So I also particularly like, I don't know, there's like a coolness that comes along with the humidity when it's not, because it's also not too hot out today. So anyways, that's enough of being the weatherman here. I'm walking on my favorite part of the trail, which I can't get enough of. Every single time I walk around this piece of the trail, I think to myself, gosh, I'm so lucky to be alive and to be able to experience the beauty that is nature. I've been watching Entourage with my brother recently, which for those of you guys who've never seen it, oh my gosh, what a show. But there was something, one of the guys was like, man, I think it was, I don't remember exactly the name of the character, but he was like, man, oh man, I just got a nice whiff of the flowers. It's like the freshness of these flowers is just, oh my gosh, so sensuous, so intoxicating. But anyways, this character was like, there is no better designer than God in nature. It's like, I've had all these different, he's like, plays like some big actor or whatever. He's like, I've had all these different homes and interior decorators and so on and so forth, but there is no better decorator than God and nature. And I'm like, that's the truth. The way nature just grows and lives and just as it is without any real thought or seeming thought to me and any human being really. It just comes together. Just, oh my gosh, it's just, I can't get enough. I can't get enough at all. I am also just making sure that I keep putting one foot in front of the other with more, how would you say, not vigor, but like purpose, I guess, in the sense of really thinking through, all right, well, these are the goals that I want to achieve. These are the things that I want to achieve for myself, not for anybody else, for me. And what does it take for me to achieve these goals? And then, all right, if I really want to achieve that, how am I going to make the time for that? And then making the time for it, you know? It's such a, like, a treasure, you know? Like a true treasure to make a decision like that in one's life. How's it going, guys? And so I'm grateful for that, you know? That's that level of, you know what? This is for me. And I'm going to do this for me. Now, I'm not going to say what specifically I made the decision on because there's certain things in your life that you got to keep private. Many very successful people have said that, you know. I think Tom Cruise most recently, while he was on his, in Cannes, talking about how he had all these dreams for his career and so on and so forth. And he wrote them down because he's like, when I shared them, there's that smell again. And it's what's so beautiful about it is it just comes out of nowhere, you know? All of a sudden you're walking and then, where is that? Where is she? You know, that's the kind of feeling that I get, you know? It's like a gentle reminder of the beauty that exists all around me at every time, every moment, every hour, every day. But what I was trying to get at is that you can't share certain dreams with people because they're just not, they don't understand it, right? And well, I don't know everybody who's on my channel, you know, so I can't share certain things with you. The closer you get into my orbit, well, okay, you know, there's certain things that I'll invite you in on and you'll be able to see as a part of my world, as being part of my close circle and so on and so forth. But it takes a lot to get there. So If that's a dream of yours, you're like, oh man, I want to be in the inner circle of Akash Inti and see his meteoric rise and how he does this, that, and the other thing, and how he's involved in so many different, seemingly different endeavors, and somehow comes out successful in all of the many of them. How does he do that? Well, that would be the best way to do that is join the inner circle or find a way into my inner circle. But yeah, that's, I don't remember where I was going with that whole little story other than making decisions, right? And making decisions for ourselves. The decisions that I love to make, or it's not even that I love to make, it's when I make a decision for myself, well, the only person that's ever going to hold me accountable is myself. So how well am I able to hold myself accountable? Now, in certain areas, I'm very able to hold myself accountable. You know, there's certain practices in my life that not a day goes by. I mean, you guys have seen how often I hike, you know? It's like there's not a day that goes by that if I have the time, I will be hiking. You know, it's almost just like autopilot. I don't even have to think about it. There's other practices and disciplines in my life that is exactly the same way. But there's other ones where it's like, oh, well, you know, that one, well, if you miss it this today and tomorrow and the next day, it's okay. No. Those are the types of things where it's like, is it really a priority to you, or are you just saying it's a priority to you? And that's me to me, right? I have to be honest with myself. And the day that I'm in, I make that decision. And that's where all real success comes from, is the day that I'm in. What are the decisions that I'm making in the day that I'm in? Are they decisions that are fulfilling my highest purpose? Are they decisions that are serving me and serving the life that I want to have? Or are they decisions that are hurting me, you know? They're expressing a different priority. Because every action that we take, the truth of it is, it expresses a priority of ours. And so if I say this one thing is a priority to me, but behind closed doors, I'm acting in a way that's not in alignment with that, well, there's a lack of integrity there. And that will always show. So now I'm a human being, just as everybody else on here is, except God. You know, God is watching as well, and he's not a human being, though he once was. And enough of being cute, but all to say that we all make mistakes, you know? We're not perfect. I strive for perfection, but I'm never going to be perfect, you know? And that's okay. I simply can aim for it. And that's what I'm working towards today, is aiming for perfection. And the interesting thing that nature has taught me is that it's the imperfections that make perfection. In other words, it's the things that are slightly, maybe this was missing or that was missing. That's like, no, but that's what made it look so beautiful. That's what made it so strong. That's what made it. And so it's the imperfections where perfection lies. And that's something that nature teaches me every day. That it's okay to be imperfect. Accept it. Live with it. Be